An ice storm hit parts of the South this past week, and West Tennessee was right in its path. A thick blanket of ice fell overnight. The storm had layered our roads with slippery ice. We were supposed to stay inside to stay safe from slick roads and falling limbs, but all I could see was the beauty around me, so I went to work. The first thing I had to do was clear the half-inch of ice off my truck. My wife was kind enough to lend me her ice scraper, which kept my poor little fingers warm. The next thing I had to do was hook up my trailer, which was also a victim to the ice. I had to break parts of the trailer free from the cold grip of the thick ice. Driving to where I was going to get my log was like a fairy tale. The sun beamed off of each individual ice-covered limb. I had already felled a massive poplar tree before the storm, so all I needed to do was cut the limbs off and get a 13-foot section to be turned into roof trusses for my sawmill shed. The log was easy to mark the length with a kick to the log to break ice off as a marker. The chainsaw had no problem cutting through the ice, which protected the log from its teeth. Loading the log was a little more difficult. The ice had frozen parts of my winch that I had to break free. Once I started winching the log, the ground did not want to let go of its ice-covered prey. I had to fight with the log onto the trailer, but that was only the beginning of my battle with the ice-covered ground. Turns out, once the sun begins to shine, the ground that was once frozen turns into mud. We were so close. So close. I made it across the field, but I can't make it right there. I guess the 4x4 on the back is just for show. Sad. This is the look of defeat whenever your 4x4 decides it doesn't want to work and you are about 30 yards from the road and you can't do anything about it. So that's why God gave us neighbors, because they can get us out of precarious situations like this. So I am walking home right now, and in about an hour my neighbor is going to help me out. And then I should be able to get the log back to the sawmill. My wife was kind enough to pick me up, but made me sit in the trunk because I was muddy. My neighbor took longer than expected, but I was still very thankful for his help. It was too dark to film, so I will just tell you what happened. It took several attempts and a lot of flung mud, but we were able to get my truck and its precious cargo free. All that was left to do was put the log on the ground. All I do is put a strap on the back, hook it to an old stump in the ground, and pull it off the trailer. I then roll it to my log bunks until I am ready to mill. Thank you for making it this far into the video. If you're curious about any tool or product I am using, everything will be linked in the description. Yes, I even put the ice scraper to keep your poor little fingers warm. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.